Hi, I'm Randall Bain, CEO and founder of ScholarshipAuditions.com. Thank you for joining me. Tonight, I'm going to talk about the unexpected cost of college in the performing arts. Unexpected. Have you had something unexpected cost occur with you lately? Let me tell you about something that happened to me not very long ago. I booked a hotel room on one of those .com bookings. I won't name which one. And I got to the hotel, and it's a really nice hotel. And it's late in the evening. I showered, put my PJs on, got to bed, and I opened my computer to check some emails. And guess what? I have no internet access. So I called downstairs and to the operator. And I said, I don't have internet in my room. She said, yes, you didn't pay for that. And I said, well, I booked my room on so-and-so website. She said, did you read it very fully? And I said, well, I guess I did. She said, it says internet access in public areas. Okay. So I'm on PJs on. Do I want to get dressed and go back downstairs and sit in my lobby and check my emails? I don't think so. I said, well, how much is internet access here in this room? She said, $45.95. $45.95. I didn't pay much more than that for the room, which was at a great discount. Then I went, they got me. So, in many things, there are unexplained costs, unexpected costs. You might find that in a college music program. Or if you're majoring in music or not, if you're playing an ensemble and you're not a music major, there could be costs as well, but you've not associated with playing in that ensemble. So let's talk about those things. So what is going to happen is that you will find yourself really early on seeing some additional cost in the process. One of those things might be attire. So you join the marching band at your college, and they said, now when you come to band camp, you're going to need a t-shirt, you're going to need matching shorts, those kind of things. Our ensemble this year will be wearing the following gown in tux. Tux. Have you priced a tux lately? Most college universities require the men to have a tux who are performing. Girls, sometimes it's just a black gown. Although at our Christmas performance, we'll be wearing red and green gowns. This is the gown that you must purchase. Then our spring concert gown is pink. This is the concert gown you must purchase. A hidden cost. Didn't plan on having to buy my son a tux, having to buy my daughter a gown or two. Then you might be in musical theater and you're to have your own makeup. You'll have your own wig for this particular musical theater performance. Unexpected. Phone rings at the house and said, I need an additional $600 for this gown. Okay. Then here's some other cost. Joining a fraternity or sorority. Now, you're a music major. You don't have time for a fraternity or sorority. Or do you? To be accepted in this music program, you might be asked to join the music fraternity or the music sorority. That comes with a cost. Have you thought about that? Then, you're majoring in music education, and your professor said, now, this Christmas, we're going to the Midwest Band and Orchestra Clinic. I require my students to go to 2 outside conferences or clinics. I highly recommend the Midwest Band and Orchestra Clinic in Chicago. And you're in San Antonio, Texas, and you begin to, I've got to fly to Chicago, 3 or 4 nights in a hotel, then I'd pay the registration fee. And that's a requirement of this three or four of these events. Maybe I'm going to the Texas Music Educators Conference in San Antonio. That's a registration fee. So these fees begin to add up, the tux and gowns add up. Then your voice teacher said, we're going to NAPS. You're going to compete in the National Association of Teachers of Singing competition. This year's convention is in Denver. The regionals are in Little Rock, and then Denver. I'm sure you're going to make the nationals because you can do so well at the regionals. And here are the costs. Oh, and you're going to need a special gown for this. You can wear the tux that you have. Guys are so wonderful. You get to wear the same tux all 4 years. That's if you don't change size. Girls, unfortunately, you could be in multiple gowns over a 4-year period of time. Gowns, tux, trips, not so bad. However, your instrument. Have you asked the studio teacher what instrument they prefer you learn on? So you might have been playing a student line clarinet, and your teacher says, I want you on a buffet clarinet. Well, that's a massive difference from a student line to a professional line clarinet, or any instrument. Truth is, it was in the catalog. Did you read the catalog before you applied to that college, university, or conservatory? Because they pretty much spell it out what the needs are, what the requirements will be. You're in a marching band at X university. You might be majoring in engineering, but you have a scholarship to perform in that marching band. Have you noticed that all the trumpet brass players' instruments are silver? And you have a gold instrument. You have a brass instrument. Well, their requirement is silver instruments. Did you notice that? Did you read about that in the catalog? There's a difference between reading a website and the catalog. A website is for information. A catalog gives great detail. And in most states, a catalog is the legal agreement between the student, the parent, and the university. So, read the catalog. There'll be much more information in the catalog. Let me say that again. Before you make a consideration for the university in which you want to attend, don't just read the website. Read the catalog. Often in the catalog, you're going to see things such as this. The concert choir tours every summer, the first 2 weeks of June, Europe. The estimated cost of that trip is. That means you're paying for that estimated cost. The marching band goes to X amount of away games. However, if there's a bowl game, the cost might be 30% borne by the student. All of this is usually outlined in the catalog. So here's my request to you today. Read the catalog. Find out about the hidden costs. Don't be surprised. You're like me, you do not want to have to dress and go downstairs and turn your internet on. Don't be surprised. Find the hidden cost. Know them up front. They're pretty well spelled out. And this is in addition to tuition and room and board. So this is what Scholarship Auditions does. We give you all the information that you're going to need to be a very successful collegiate performing student. All the very best to you. So if you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer them. So tonight, in our time together, doesn't seem like we have many questions. You may feel free to email those at info@scholarshipauditions.com. info@scholarshipauditions.com, and we'll get right back to you with that answer. Thank you for joining me this evening.